All right, guys, in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to use the mid segments of these trapezoids to help us solve for x in each of these, okay? So we have to remember that the mid segment, first off, it is the segment from the midpoint of one of the legs of the trapezoid to the midpoint of the other leg of the trapezoid. So it looks like in this case, this is an isosceles trapezoid because each of these are the same. In this case over here, this would be the midpoint because I know this segment is the same as this one, has the two tick marks. Same thing over here, this has one, this has one. So that would be the midpoint on that. Now anyway, once we know that, what we can do is find the average of our two bases. And the average of our two bases should equal the midpoint, or the mid segment, I should say. So let's try it. If we want to find the average, we have to add them together. So I'm going to go 20 plus 50. In this one, if I divide by 2, that should equal my mid segment x. Well, 20 plus 50 is 70. And 70 divided by 2 is 35. So x equals 35 in this first one. Okay, let's try another one. What about this time if I don't have the x on the midpoint, but I have it on one of the bases? What we can do with this is we're still going to add them together. I'm going to go 2 plus x, add together my bases, and I want to find the average of those bases. This time I just know that the average is going to be 16. Okay? But let's see, how can I solve for x here? I need to multiply both sides by 2 because my left side is currently being divided by 2. But if I now have it multiplied and divided by 2, those 2's can cancel, leave me with 2 plus x on the left side equals 32 on the right side. Then it's just a matter of subtracting 2 from both sides, and x equals 30. Okay, so I put that up here. One way you can check these as you go to know that you're at least going in the right direction is the mid segment should be a number that's between either of the bases. So is 16 between 2 and 30? Yes, it is. All right, if we go back to this one, is 35 between 20 and 50? Yeah. All right, let's move into something a bit tougher now, and that's this one. This is because it has not just x on the base, but 4x. So I'm still going to do the same process. I'm going to add them together, 16 plus 4x, find their average, so divide it by 2, and that's going to equal my mid-segment 12. All right, same idea as the last one. I'm going to multiply it times 2 to get rid of this 2 on the bottom. 2's cancel over here, leave me with 16 plus 4x. And then 12 times 2 is 24. If I subtract 16 on both sides, 4x equals 8, divide by 4, and x equals 2. Okay, so if I were to plug, I know x equals 2, if I were to plug that back in, 2 times 4 is 8. So again, I can do my check from before. Is 12 between 8 and 16? Yes.